again. So let's see what you have to look forward to in the next 30 days. Okay, so this is a timeless reading. You can come back and revisit this anytime you want and see if a different pile calls to you. So we have number 1, number 2, and number 3. All right, pile number 1, let's see what you have. Pay attention. Notice repetitious signs in your inner guidance, as this can yield valuable information. Okay, I'm going to pull some more before I start talking about this. Emergence, dragonfly. Looks like the same person in the image to me. Amazing. Unfoldment. You're not aware that your manifestations are coming true. There's part of you mentally that seems like you're blocking out the reality that it's actually happening. It's like you have this desire, right? Like you're passionate about something. You're investing a lot of time and energy into this, and it's almost as if you're like looking for signs, right? You're looking for signs, looking for synchronicities, and it's happening in very minuscule ways, or like even in flashes, and it's so tiny of a change, like it's little adjustments along the way, that it is almost undetectable to you because you're looking for something major to happen, like something that's really going to kind of like shock you, and it's almost like a big wake-up call that you're looking for, right? Like a huge verification of what it is that you're looking for is happening for you. And so I just see a continuation of these small positive changes towards essentially your dream life. The things that you've been dreaming about, the things that you've been desiring and wanting. And it's going to be this slow build of emotions for you over the next 30 days of coming to that slow realization that where you were at the beginning of the 30 days, so like of you watching this versus 30 days from now, that there's been a major shift. It just was a slow build, and it feels like it's going to be really emotional for you in a positive way. It's positively emotional. You know, it's like kind of like, wow, I actually did it. Wow, I'm actually here. Wow, this has actually happened for me. Or, you know, these things really are happening or have happened that are indicating, you know, that everything's okay or everything's working out the way that they're supposed to be. And there's a message here of amplification. This is what I'm getting, is something's going to be amplified in your life. So it's like what you were dreaming of is going to be the reality of it's going to be much more intense than you realized. Or the way that you're going to feel at the end of these 30 days is going to be a lot more intense. Or it's like, if someone's, it doesn't necessarily feel like, well, to keep it general, I'll just say that whatever it is that I'm picking up on for you, just know that it's going to be a lot more intense than you're anticipating. And you're going to be extremely tuned in to the situation. I feel like you're going to have such a sharp and precise outlook on what's happening because you've been focusing on it for so long that when it finally kind of happens, or you're realizing that it's already happening or has happened, when you finally come to terms with that, it's like you're going to be able to easily evaluate what has occurred. This dolphin, baby dolphin, reminds me of a stuffed animal. It's giving me an image of a fair. So it's like you going to the fair and winning a stuffed animal, right? And this stuffed animal is a representation. It would be like this. You've been wanting a horse for so long. So you go to the fair, you win a stuffed horse. And then at the end of 30 days, you physically like go out and buy a horse that you've been desiring, like that perfect stallion, like kind of appears out of nowhere, and you're like, this is the opportunity that I've been looking for. It's like that, where it's like you have this what is it called, epitaph, what is it? You know what I'm talking about? The like you have a physical like this is a terrible example, but like a voodoo doll, right? Like it's a representation of what it is that you actually want. It's like you have that, or you're going to have that, or you've been kind of creating that in your mind or in your space and energy. And that's going to come true. Or and when I say that, it's like it has actually come true. Like even before you watching this video, this is a slow build. This has been occurring. So mostly you're just coming to this realization that it is going according to plan. Longing for home, belonging. The original light workers, have you answered your deepest calling? What is not aligned or needs to change? So you're being asked in these next 30 days to step up in your life and evaluate any place in your life that you feel like you're overthinking things. And make sure to evaluate and discern between what your feelings are and what the reality is. Okay, that's going to help you along this process, and that's going to get you to what I was originally talking about. It feels like it's saying to be honest with yourself, and I'm seeing that you have a lot, like your goal, whatever your ultimate goal is, there's an emphasis that you're not going to get to that ultimate goal in 30 days. I don't feel that that's technically possible. However, the fact that you're even thinking about that and putting plans forth towards it is setting you up for that journey. It's like that preparation. You're doing the proper prep work to take that journey. And these next 30 days is clearing the path. Like, you're gonna go down. It's like you realizing the proper path for you, and like the easiest course, right? The path of least resistance for you. Some of you are also finding a new place to live, or if you've been like thinking about relocating and you've been wanting that, you're coming up. It's like your desires, like you're gonna be looking more into where you want to eventually take up residence. And it feels like you're gonna start deciding even more this month, these next 30 days, of like where the right place is for you. So it feels as if there's someone, it's an admirer, and with answer the call, but it says, have you answered your deepest calling? And it feels like someone wants to take action towards you. It feels like they fantasize about you, but every time they go to make a move towards you, they decide against it. They start second guessing themselves. It doesn't necessarily feel like they're intimidated by you or the situation. It just feels like they feel like it's not the right time. Like they want the moment that they come towards you to be better in their favor than if they just sprung up out of nowhere and told you how they felt. It's a good looking person. It's someone that you've known for a long time. Okay? It's someone that you've known for at least a year. Or at least, so whatever time you're viewing this, it would be since the fall. Like this past fall. If you're watching this in the fall season, then I would say that that's at least since the year prior or towards the beginning, if you're watching this towards the tail end of the fall season. And it appears to me that towards the end of these 30 days, you're going to be able to rest. It feels like you're putting in a lot of work. It feels like physical labor to me, honestly. So if you're cleaning a lot, working out a lot, if you have a labor-intensive job, you're putting in a lot of effort into whatever it is that you're doing. and it's taking a toll on your body. But at the end of these 30 days, you're going to really feel like you've earned a resting point. It's going to feel like you're able to take a deep breath, and to me, it's essentially having a spa day for yourself. It feels like you're going to be really worn out, but you earned it. It's like, I earned, and I am actually very proud of myself for how much effort I have put in these last 30 days. It feels like you're getting a lot of support from your family, whether this is here on earth, or if it's your friends or your soul family in spirit, where they're really encouraging you to be more open and available to energies around you, to other people around you, to be more receptive to what they have to say, and also for you to kind of come out from the closet, essentially. Like, they want you to be more of yourself, because this is a month, these next 30 days, it's a month of you really being seen for who you are. And for you to take that next step in your life, because it feels like you just need that little extra push. And that's going to get, again, it's going to get you moving even quicker towards your goal. And you're going to have a lot of support. You're going to have a lot of support these next 30 days from it feels like other people watching you. So it's like people that don't associate with you, though. So like, if you're on social media, like if you're a public figure, or in work, like, people are encouraging you, like, but silently encouraging you. Like, when they see you, or like, let's say if you are working out, not to intimidate you, but it feels like people are admiring you. Like, they could see how hard you're working. No, that's not it. It's not that they see how hard you're working. It's just that they like you. Like, they like your work ethic, or they like the way that you look, or they like your vibes. Like, they just really enjoy you. And it feels like people are going to want to invite you out these next 30 days. This could be that admirer. It could just be some friends, or again, like, casual people. It's like people have the intention of asking you out to, like, go out with them and, you know, just have fun together. So as far as finances go, for those of you who are wondering about finances, I feel like it's a steady, it just feels steady. It feels secure. So if you've been feeling insecure lately about your finances, you're going to be in a more healthy mindset when it comes to that. You're not going to be overly concerned or stressed out about that anymore, at least for these next 30 days. And it actually looks like you're going to be spending more money, but it's on things that you enjoy, like to take care of yourself. It doesn't feel like it's a chore to spend this money. Okay, so that's what I see, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. So we have for you protection. You, your loved ones, and your possessions are safe and protected by heaven. Some of you could be giving birth, or someone close to you could be giving birth in the next 30 days. And it's going to be a healthy delivery. Some of you, I see, are afraid to make a change in the next 30 days. It feels like you have stresses and regrets over not making some sort of adjustments in your life because you were held back by fear. And your guardian angels are saying that everything's okay, everything's fine. This isn't something that you should concern yourself over. Everything is in divine timing, and you didn't do anything wrong. But I do see that for the next 30 days, that's kind of gonna stay on your mind. You're gonna question it a little bit. It's not something that you're gonna let go of yet necessarily, but you're working on it, and it feels like luck is on your side. Luck in the sense of, like, I'm hearing the word hope. So it's like you maintaining your hope is actually bringing in luck for you. And I'm also hearing the word regeneration. So you're regenerating. I feel your energy, like it's a regeneration of your energy. It's a regeneration of you addressing where you feel your shortcomings may have been and what you want to do about that. I also saw the number 222. So it feels like the next 30 days you're really working on peace. Peace with people around you, peace within yourself, and kind of wanting that closure, like a conclusion to happen within your mind. And it's kind of like, I want to turn the next chapter. Okay, so we have the 9 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands, King of Cups, Death, and 4. So whatever change has occurred, I guess in some regard it would feel as if it hasn't occurred, because you're feeling that fear of, it's like focusing on a negative outcome, essentially. It's like you're looking at something as being a negative outcome. When in reality, this ending or this lack of movement or lack of change was inevitable. So there wasn't really anything that you could have done in order to have changed anything. It almost feels like you're desiring closure, or you didn't say enough. Like, it's like, I wish I would have said something differently, or I wish I would have opened up more. And so what I see is you becoming more at peace with where things are at, and coming into acceptance of where things are at, and seeing the bigger picture of why it worked out the way it did. It, again, that regeneration, where I even see it here, where the branches have been hacked off, right? It looked like the tree was dead, so they cut the tree, and instead it regrew branches, and the branches are much stronger, and the trunk is much thicker because they had been chopped off. And so I'm seeing this as just a temporary stalemate in your situation that needed to occur for you, and you're realizing why you didn't take the steps that you, in hindsight, feel that you should have. Now you're going to realize that there was a reason for that, and what that reason was. And you're going to feel a lot safer in your decision. And I feel like it's going to build confidence in you that, okay, well, maybe I didn't really know at the time. I couldn't conceptualize why I did it, or why I didn't do it, or why this happened. But I'm so glad I waited, or I'm so glad this happened the way it did, because I knew I would figure it out eventually. I knew there was a reason, and you're gonna be able to discover that reason in these next 30 days. So it feels like it's going to be more of a deepening of a connection with your intuition. It feels like someone's watching you. They seem to know you really well. So they're watching you go through this. And it doesn't feel like you're fully aware that they are watching you. Because it's kind of like you're wrapped up in your own thoughts and emotions, that you don't see them coming. Like, you don't see... But they're doing it in a supportive way. This could be a family member, like someone that can feel you, right? Like, intuitively pick up on what's going on without you really having to say anything. This could be your guardian angel. But essentially what's happening here is you breaking ancestral patterns, you breaking the chain, you coming to terms with the fact that you don't have to hold yourself back. You don't have to dim your light. You don't have to it's like live up to other people's expectations of you, right? Or you don't have to have a reason for why you do certain things. And this is not just to other people, but even to yourself. You're learning that, sometimes I'm just going to do something and it's going to feel kind of like logically unexplainable or awkward, or I'm also hearing the word quirky, and there's a reason for that. there's gonna be a reason for that, and I'll figure it out as the time goes by. And it's a heightening of your intuition in the next 30 days. A clearing of your energy. For some of you, if you know people or you yourself are into a lot of this esoteric stuff, and someone, you have a feeling that someone's trying to curse you or hex you, then this is just acknowledgement that I'm picking up on that, and you're protected, you're fine. You're going to be cleansing them out of your life. It's like they're attempting to get at you, right? They're attempting to bother you, maybe even look into what's going on with you, and I'm just seeing why. Like, for those of you that resonates with, I want to see why. And it feels like a vice. Like, if this is an actual person, then they're throwing temptation, purposely trying to throw distractions and temptations at you. Like trying to get you to party in excess, or just flood you with information where it feels like, you know, if you have issues establishing boundaries, then it's like they're trying to give you so much information about what's going on with them or whatever's going on in general to distract you from your course, right? Or even just like memes or whatever they're doing, like sending you all this stuff, right? And it just feels like simple pettiness or jealousy, like intimidation about you, because I see that they feel like you're different in a good way, right? They feel like you're different and they don't quite understand it, and it intimidates them because it makes it seem as if you shine your light, right? Like if you shine your light as you're authentically you, then that's going to they're going to take that personally. They're going to take that as a challenge. They're going to take it as competition against them. When obviously you have every right to be who you are, irregardless of anyone's opinions, right? Yeah. So this is a really healing next 30 days for you. This resting and rejuvenation period for you is really healing, because it feels like this is reminiscent of some childhood issues that you have, where you felt like you needed to dim who you are. You felt like you were an intimidating person. You felt like you were a different person. And so in order for people to readily accept you, or you to have friends, or you even in the workplace to get along with people, so on and so forth, you felt like you had to be a certain way, which is untrue, right? Like again, you have every right to be who you are, and people's reactions shouldn't dictate your life, right? Otherwise, you're living for them. You're not living for yourself. And I see you realizing this in a deeper way, like for yourself, and recognizing where things need to be adjusted and how you approach life and how you approach other people. And these people are essentially going to reveal themselves to you. It's like you had that inclination, but in the next 30 days, it's like you're going to feel so secure in your intuition and validated, like your thoughts and your beliefs are going to be validated, that it's going to be easier for you to discern who these people are and what their intentions are, because you're being open and honest and truthful about who you are, right? So that clears those blockages out for you. And it's a shift. It's a shift in who you are. It's a cleansing of it's a cleansing of who you are not, so you can be better of who you are, or more of who you are. That's what I see for the next 30 days for you guys. All right. So thank you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Hey, pile number 3. I've not looked at your card yet, but I swear it's like at least one pile every time I do these pick a card readings that have something to do with a love interest, a heavily love interest. And the words that I was hearing, and I swear there's a card that says that somewhere, about your soulmate and like bringing in your soulmate, and that's what was popping up into my head. So explore your options. It's time to look at other possibilities. It's a good time to make changes. And we have the tortoise here. So when I hear soulmate, that's an eternal connection for me. I have videos on my channel you can look at where I briefly discuss soulmates, and with the tortoise, I feel that's a representation of a soulmate connection because they live for so long. The process can be very slow in terms of our human experience, but it's a deepening of your devotion to this person, understanding of this person, and even I'm drawn to the pearls, and so it's that deepening of appreciation for the magic of your love that you share for this person, and the heartfelt connection, right? Like you can feel them from the heart, and I feel for you guys the next 30 days is this. It's a deepening of a connection, and it's a purifying of your connection on a deeper level. Like I see this white light surrounding you and surrounding your partner, and cleansing you guys and protecting you guys of anything that doesn't serve you, and tuning in to each other on a deeper level, like on a pure level. Like this beam not only dissolves, I didn't say dissolves bacteria, right? Like light kills bacteria. It's like dissolving all of that bacteria out of your connection. But it's also that main line to them. Double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. And you're realizing too, the next 30 days, and you and your person, I feel, are realizing that focusing on bettering yourself and clearing out anything that doesn't benefit you both. And I would, again, refer to my soulmate videos. I would say that you guys are essentially following those videos that I've posted, where it's like you're realizing that in order to deepen the connection, you have to resolve what's within you, and you're putting a emphasis and a prioritizing each other by prioritizing yourself, and that's helping humanity. That's helping everyone. That is part of your mission on Earth, is connecting to your person on a deeper level. Do something to change your energy and rite of passage, crossing the threshold. So it does feel like this is lifetimes in the making for you guys. These next 30 days, it feels like the portal between you and your soulmate is opening up on a deeper level. And they're reflecting back to you things that you need to heal, things that you need to address, and even with changing your energy, where you need to make adjustments. You're learning more that it's okay to go with the flow, that it's okay to accept things for where they're at currently, right? And because this connection is a pillar of strength, right? I kind of see this story of the ocean constantly battering against this mountain and creating this mountain. And it's just kind of like allowing things to unfold naturally, allowing things to happen the way that they need to. So it's an acceptance. These next 30 days is an acceptance and coming to peace and terms with where things are, and cleansing of your karma, like karma in your personal lives, and doing things that will honor your soulmate. And there's an apology I see. There's an apology. It feels like a severance of a relationship or a severance of communication with someone, or even some sort of separation here, okay? Something that didn't work out, or some sort of argument that occurred. And so by the end of these 30 days, I'm going to say towards the middle of the 30 days, maybe like 7 to 10 days out, maybe a little bit more, give or take, there's a understanding or reuniting, like communicating again. There's some sort of reconnection or thought, like thoughtfulness put towards what had happened, and I see a lot of fairness. It's like you both recognizing where things went wrong, and like where you could take accountability for how, like, what took place, like personal accountability on both ends. So, oh my gosh, we have the High Priestess and the Empress, and need I say more? Need I say more? It's true love. I feel like you're at least feeling it. Like, if I could also interpret the High Priestess as this happening from your third eye and from your crown chakra and from your heart, like all those places, rather than speaking your truth or coming to some sort of conclusion with this person in these next 30 days. If you are in no contact, but it's a commitment. It's an internal commitment of deepening your spirituality and deepening your love and deepening walking in your truth. Because you want to embody the Empress energy, right? Male or female, you want to embody the Empress energy in the sense that you're nurturing, you're loving, you're receptive, you're caring, you're honoring your divine counterpart, and you also, I'm hearing that you're also not a pushover. Like, you're standing firm on what you believe and what you believe in. So that's what I see for you guys in the next 30 days, is a deepening of the relationship, a deepening of your understanding of one another, a deepening of yourself, a deepening of where karma is taking place between you guys and what needs to be adjusted and cleansed and cleared. And also personal accountability for anything that you feel you can improve upon. And also honoring yourself. So that's really amazing. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.